actually the highest of the high thing in all creation. And what does that highest of the high thing in all creation serve, ultimately? Well, what does the dad of a family that's working his ass off to pay the rent and build a house and grow his career, what does he serve ultimately? His girl, the creation engine, who really is the head of the household, the most important thing there. He's just a fucking seed. He's just a go fucking slave, do whatever. She's the queen above. She's made in the image of the creator because, as you all know, because of your lie, the actual flip of the world you built is the true one, right? The girl. The girl is a protected resource, the valuable thing. Okay? That's why you earn the ire of her, and you guys can't really fuck with little girls, because of that. But worse than that, you built a whole world that not only disrespects her, but and insults her, but flips that story around. You have a massive, you have magnified the pain, and since you can't, nothing, including you, now that you popped here and exist, can never not exist. There's no way to end the suffering and torture that you guys have opted for, knowingly, freely, or unknowingly. Not freely, misled, since birth, like me, forced into a path. You just got shoved into that, okay? Now, the purpose of this communication with you is I'm not trying to influence any of you one way or another. Your spiritual beliefs, your religion that changes, go out, do the work, fix the world, nothing. Whether or not you do any of those things for your personal self, each of you, one, okay, that this could possibly reach, take whatever information, the light I can provide, the information, fill in the blanks, your own life. You have everything you need at birth. You need nothing else. You need no other people, no tools, no books, no nothing. Okay? It's all in you. Once you have what everything by right of birth knows at birth, except for us, this planet, at this time, at this very exceptional exception, because it has never once occurred in all creation before, and it is because of the thing that we all are, which is, in our human deprived terms, poet. We're all poets because our creator is a poet. And what's a poet? Not a dude who writes books and he poetries and he travels and he's a band. No. It's how your top guy has been able to do all this magic, godlike stuff. It's our powers are metaphorical, okay? It's how we conquered lions, okay? We can access things that isn't part of our physical makeup. No claws, no teeth, okay? Yeah, I have stories and stories I could tell you that you would just be profoundly moved by. The history of us, what we are, what we truly are. And I hope to make future videos where those videos you'll be able to watch and share with your families and really be enlightened as to what the bigger picture is and really what you are. And it may absolutely change nothing about what you do and decide in life, and you're just like, fuck it, I'm going for hell, I'm going for broke, and fuck it, I'm this deep in, might as well just drive the whole family over the cliff and experience it. Or it might be, wow, I was that close, that fucking close to the horror show, and literally, beep, I could have prevented the whole thing here. Now that I know, I'm not blinded, now that I know the whole thing. So, let's start with this. Something's coming. It's inevitable. It's happened. One, you had one shot when you was first created. The top of your pinnacle, okay? What is that thing up there? Why is it the way it is, okay? That's actually the most valuable and innovative upgrade to the poet species, which was already our creator, is a celebrated and well-known and just one of these crazy, magnificent, like, phenoms in all creation that terrifies all things, mostly the thing you call a tree, the toppiest, tippiest top of everything, okay? Because her creations of creatures populating the planets within the tree are extremely innovative and different than what they're comfortable with and what they normally do. And for most of endless time in existence of this thing growing into this massive thing throughout, space that we witness today, it was basically, kind of a manufacturing facility that pumped out these planets and pumped out. Why? To feed the tree. What are the things you see as trees out there? Oh, those are the roots. Why? Because eventually they will consume everything on the planet and feed it back into the main thing. So what's that purple dark webbing? Those are the transportation networks that we use to get our O1s when your body's put properly into the ground. Okay, meaning you came from the planet through the body of your mama, this and that and that and this, and you're meant to leave the body and most importantly the bones, okay, on the ground, so that the roots and the underroots under the ground, still root can then transport everything stored in the bones. It's how I'm able to pick up lost boys from the bones, and when you inter them and you stick them in the trees, and then you figure that, we're going to chop the trees down, destroy the planet, we're going to create this scenario where we don't have to ever pay that cost, and you guys get pissed off because I'm pulling them all out, and all of a sudden now you've got this enormous debt that you have to fill because of my efforts. And how that all works is because that transportation network is meant to take properly dying things on the planet. You got killed by a lion, or you reach the end of your lifespan for that particular body, and you fall to the ground. But in a normal situation, we would die naturally, not die death, like not exist. No, we would die, meaning we give back the body to the planet we're on. We're done with our adventures. We got everything we need, the treasures of this and that. We collected all the stuff, new family member, new friends, this and that, blah, blah, blah. Okay? The body then, as it decomposes, the decomposition process you call, you can't change the name of that because it is your life. You're composing a poem, a story, a honorific of your creator and of all creation. You're trying to move first, maybe yourself or your girlfriend with a poem, or your wife or your kids with an expression of your love for them. Okay, it doesn't have to be in a poem. It could be the fact that your daughter's favorite breakfast every morning, or you pick her up at the same time. You're never late, and like you might not have money to buy them gifts, but that just makes you go out and really work hard to figure out what they love and what you can kind of get for little to no cost, and it ends up being something that they love and they cherish way more than that $100 anything you could have bought them. Okay, it's like that. Okay, all that gets put into that purple network with you. Right, shot off. Where? Don't worry about it. You would know if you had your memories at birth, an inkling of it, not fully, but you connect on the way, and boom, you're magnificent, this and that. You make your 5 points easily, because in most situations it's pretty easy to meet the 5 points and just keep going on and on. It's not a huge challenge like here for the very special occasion where you have a guy at the top is like forcing everyone to fail because he's destined definitely to. Okay, it's not that situation through all creation. It's pretty easy to just go on and on and on. Meet your 5 points every single time. Now, meeting your 5 points, as I have, is like, then you get to focus on that 5th point, which is like, okay, now let me use all my creative capacity, now that I'm within my 5 points, to express these things in all creation that we all agree are the things that are foundational that we love. What are those? Love, okay? Love, gratitude, compassion, generosity, forgiveness. We love those things. If we're like, we really hurt somebody we love, our daughter, our wife, this is not, and you ask them for forgiveness, And they, fuck you, I never want to have anything to do with you again. How much do we like that? No? I forgive you, Dad. Thank you so much. That means so much. I love you. Thank you for that. I really need to hear that. Isn't that what we all want? Right? So forgiveness, it is huge. It's huge to us. And love, that's like the it thing. All those things didn't exist before her. Hope didn't exist before her. All creation, this manufacturing engine of creatures and this and that are born and have magnificent capabilities that kill and just consume each other and survive each other or not survive each other, all these various configurations. Ultimately, so they all drop on the ground and feed the big massive thing doing its stuff. Then she came along. They didn't want to allow what she created, the poet, to exist, us, because they realized this thing is like accessing and creating powers beyond what is. Okay, the power of a claw, or a tooth, or this, or a lion's ability to kill, that's measurable, that's known, that's a thing we can tweak in this. But we give this thing, this kind of body, and all these things are quantifiable. And when this thing lives, because of things like love, or hope, or compassion, or forgiveness, like, things start immeasurably going off the charts, and there's no way to quantify or predict it and, well, to the big calculatable species that's beyond it, it's a massive threat. If something goes wrong, this could completely annihilate all creation, because it's not something we can calculate and control, but not just the tree and all its component parts all through all creation, but all the unimaginably high number of creatures and things living in all creation, that, if allowed, if our innovation was allowed, they can then access and start experiencing. It's a very difficult decision for them to make, but at the end of the day, they have to ask themselves, do we want to go on endlessly, now that we've experienced that thing that we're terrified of? Do we want to go on endlessly, never, ever, ever to have something like that? Or to maybe be annihilated at some point. But in the time prior to the annihilation, that was an argument. And so we're here. And that wasn't a very long time ago. In their time frame, it's a very recent thing. And shortly thereafter, improving on this design of this incredible new thing, the poet, like anything in all creation, male, female, girl, boy, the boy, he's just a sheet and I'm a sheet, and can I approach the creation thing? No, I didn't like it. Okay, sorry. I'm a sheet too. I brought you a flower I found on the ground. I just thought you're so great, beautiful. I just give this to you. You may approach. That is the order of things. And you can elevate yourself from a seed carrier to she thinks of me. And I'm nowhere near her. But she thinks of me and she treats me as an equal. And even above her, she loves me. What an incredible and gracious gift that I should never, ever, ever abuse, or ever once, ever convince myself or fool myself, even thinking it is possibly even remotely possible that that is actually effing true. I am never and can never and will never be your equal. How the F could you call me that when that is the creation engine and the purpose and drive and reason behind everything can exist? And me? You can replace me with a zillion other different parts, but her? Yeah, irreplaceable. Okay? I'm nowhere near her equal. But what a phenomenal honor and what an incredible journey it is in life if you could have that. I can't in this life for reasons you know, but like I imagine to be able to have that, like, wow, don't abuse that. Don't make the whole world forced to abuse that. The man is the king with all the pounds and you're the... Like your fucking book of math is shackled like sheep, and that's until past 1991 when you started having the win. I don't know how the F you're making changes to these books without anyone. Oh, I do know. You have to create worldwide metaphorical changes, events in the world, and then wipe that up and nobody even remember or knew it was there. I do. I'm not affected by that. Why? Because I didn't lie in the beginning. I didn't believe your lie in the beginning. I read the book. I asked questions. They strangely responded. I was kindly not well, I disengaged, of course. I spent as much time as I could because I wanted to learn as much as I could because I truly, truly, truly wanted to know how I could best live and arrange my life in such a way. And although I knew that book was a lie, I searched it. As I did the Quran. As I did Buddhism. As I did, Lord knows. And on that spiritual journey, I got to that place of enlightenment of take all this stuff, stick it in the trash, dump it, and I'm just gonna sit here and boom. It was with me all along. It was literally with me all along. Sitting there waiting for me to clear the clutter and then dropped right in. And it was there the whole time. And with me the whole time. Since, I was a kid, of course, it was fully aware of me. And protecting me by erasing my memory of things so that you couldn't manipulate it, and then popping it back in whenever I was in an environment where you couldn't no longer access or try to know or change a thing, and then as soon as I come back within your zone, gone. Okay, so it's like, that's why I felt like, what the fuck? I know and I don't know, I know and I don't know. It's like, yeah, my GPS is like, I don't know where the fuck I'm going. Listen, you created the ideal condition for me and for her to operate and do as we do, which is I can't have a schedule or a normal fucking life of anything because of you. And that's exactly precisely the kind of life that's necessary to reach not just reach your 5 points, but then to use that 5th point to go off the charts in expression and demonstration of foundations, things we all agree we love, okay? Love, okay? Compassion, hope, forgiveness, generosity, blah, 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 blah. All those, whatever. The invisible stuff nobody can touch. That comes from us. What? Our heart, metaphorical, not any of the body. Okay, this body is one big meat bag. When I say heart, I mean the metaphorical one. Here's where my mind is. Where is that? It's the central area of my entire being. Here's where my mind is. Where's my heart? Here. Where's my eyes? Here. Where's my nose? Here. Where's my ears? Here. Where's my mouth? Here. What are all these? These? This is, depending who you are. Are you a pretty girl that likes giant cocks? This is a giant cock. Are you a librarian who thinks book exposure? This is piles of books and a cute boy reading them. Okay? That's what this is. This is whatever. I want to really try to get a discount on this next thing I buy. This is, my admiration and appreciation for your store, and you do a great job here, and I know it costs this much for this, and I've only got, unfortunately, this much for this is something I desperately need. Is there a way, you could offer me a discount, or maybe I could share, your business with some friends, or some service I could perform for you, blah, blah, blah. I really need this, and this is how much I can afford to pay. Like, that's what that is. It's like, whatever it needs to be, okay? It's not my face, it's not my, this is like, it's my painting, it's my drawing, it's whatever it needs to be, okay? I don't have to name anything. Nothing. We're going to buy just fine. Believe me, we'll get the point, okay? I'm pretty sure a lion doesn't have to tell the zebra, I'm going to bite you now with my teeth. And what he's going to do... No explanation necessary. It's happening. This is happening, dude. So what's happening for you is the inevitable, okay? Whether you're aware of it or not. Strike one, strike two, strike three. It's his story. This fantastic fuckery, magnificence, was the upgrade to the poet, to our species, to our masterful, well celebrated, exemplary known, often feared, and just, she's crazy, okay? She's like us, she's like him. She's crazy in her brilliance, okay? And sure, it's the first thing you want to chop out of your organization, but come on. Are we really going to get rid of the fucking guy who did the Statue of David or the Mona Lisa or the fucking Taylor Swift of our music? Like, come on. No, we can't get rid of that. She may be like a real bitch to work with. Scary at times, and yeah, she's got a propensity to, like, carry an axe and occasionally people go missing. But, are you going to want to go without all that great stuff she's producing that we all just tremendously benefit from, okay? That's what we are. We're that, a minuscule minimi of that. That's why we have everything we experience in life. Well, that crazy motherfucker, that crazy bitch, that lady just watching, it's like, yeah, she's her, okay? So whatever you think is horrific and bad, like, about us in this world, that's who you're going to answer to ultimately, okay? Woo! Magnitudes. Exponentially undefinable to you. More and more. So if you think like there is any possibility of escaping that, the inevitable, or me, the inevitable, there's none. It's done. It's a done thing. Everything is going to happen. And what I want to do because of who I am, okay, is give you the greatest opportunity at every level in that triangle to maximize your exit strategy, because the exit is coming, okay? Clock is ticking, okay? And for this magnificent fuckery, he was the upgrade of our second point, okay? 5 points, 5 fingers on each hand, 5 toes, right? We're kind of like 5 things. You got 2 arms, 2 legs, and a head. 5 everywhere. On you. On your physicalness. Okay? 5 everywhere. Why? What everyone gets at birth and knows is the 5 points. 1. Foundational. Your thumb, not a finger. 1. What the fuck are you? Are you currently crawling around as an ant? Are you some enormous snuffleupagus creature on a purple planet with a green sun? What are you? I'm pretty sure it's what we call a silent human. Okay? Okay. You know what you are. A human, and unimpeded, not just a human poet. That thing created. So, you're imbued with her gifts, her talent, her ability to metaphorically affect the world with invisible, powerful, beyond the claw or the nail or the elephant trunk, something beyond the physical body, okay? That's an important distinction. That's your first thing, foundational That is what you are. Okay? Forget all your gods and religions and everything crazy in the fucking world. That is what you are. I am. And if we're in this situation, the species human, or Homo sapien, poet, her creation. Okay? Let's just call her Ma. You have to earn the right to know her name. If you know her name, your magnificence is expanded. You guys, because of you guys, nobody on the planet save me knows her name. There's nothing I will ever tell you for reasons beyond necessity, explanation. But now you have one. You know, you're human. And whether or not it's been hidden from you, or you forgot, or you hid it for yourself, or you're deluded, you're a poet, which is a creation of only her. Only she can produce poets. Why? She is a poet. Boom! Is it a poet? Your language prevents the adequate expression of what actually is. Our forgetfulness of knowledge of everything at birth, thanks to you, this guy, we call it a poet. No, it has nothing to do with just being a musician, a writer of poetry or poetry books. No. Invisible stuff instead of the clause. Okay? The expression of that could be in anything. Skyscraper builder, plumber, whatever. Okay? Invisible stuff versus the physical. Poet. 2. You were given as a creature now, you know, we call Homo sapien and poet. Wow. How do you proliferate you? How do you multiply you? How do you continue your line down? Okay? How do you do the fun, great number one thing? Love. How do you express that most magnificently? What we all can agree on. Fucking sex. Okay? As you probably know, and you sell the opposite of, not ever a sin. Sex in all. Okay? Including pedophilia, including pedophiles who, additionally to the act of sex, must also kill the kid. Because that is the only way they achieve full sexual expression of something that feels good and they love. Don't judge it. Don't have a fucking opinion. Because if that is what she's making, you're the screw, she's the car maker, you're a tiny part in the engine, don't fucking have an opinion of yours or any of the little screw parts or the bigger parts. None of it. Don't. Focus on your 5 and your expression and demonstration of it. Okay? Whether you guys truly follow the bullshit you're teaching or you already know this, okay? And you do this, and I hope that's the truth. Either way, okay? We got 1 and 2 is what has to do with sex. A, gender. In our case, that we know of, you could be a boy, seed, or the incredible, most protected resource, and the valuable one, the regenerative and creative force that is her, a girl. The big one, the big ticket, makes you the top tip it is. You're a girl. You actually create the kids that we love so much and that guarantee us a future. You're the girl. Okay? Did you get the valuable thing? Or did you get just the endless? Whatever, you're a variety. If you're a decent variety, or you're great at your 5 points and your expression and demonstration of it, you're the tip. of the top, and the tip of the top are the girls, which is already just to have one to begin with. But then among them, you get the tip top of that because she wants that. Sure, you can elevate your status, but don't ever, ever do anything but have yourself here at all times. In your mind, your heart, in your essence, your being, your expression, your everything. Have yourself here, okay? Stay here. She puts you all the way there. Great. Enjoy that. Love it. It's magnificent. Stay here. Where you are. Why? That's honorific and respectful and will greatly increase your generation, your ability to, if you can fill the 5 points, hopefully, by the end of this video, in your own personal way, if, hopefully, you do the 5 points correctly, and you need to start earning points because you did all this confuculation in your life. Number one way, honor that, okay? Honor that. Always keep yourself here, okay? No matter how much she inflates you, when you express yourself to her, and she's trying to put you way up here, express how fucking incredibly honored and privileged you feel that she's putting you up here, but that you're here. You are here, okay? Let her know you are here, and thank you so much, and express her much more love and gratitude and appreciation for placing you up here, and you get to be and live and have all the benefits of being up there with her, okay? And this one, all right, that is the highest show of respect towards your creator, is when you treat the one she created in her image that way. And she knows that's exactly how you feel about her, and that she does the same thing for you in the life and the afterlife and the ongoing endless life. That's what she does with you. You're always putting yourself back down here, and she superflies you. Okay? And the more you're like, okay, I know you're doing this, I love that, it's beautiful, I love this incredible time, and that you keep me so close to you, but I'm here, okay? And she puts you up there even more, okay? I'm sharing that with you because you guys have done some serious damage in your relationship with her specifically, and that's the only girl in all creation you should be concerned with right now, restoring your relationship with, or at least lessening the amount of insult and horror that you have coming your way. Since you and I, we all know a woman scorned on this planet, the one you call the world of men. I like girl. It's like girl. Okay? Stop. Any way I can express it, it's more powerful and terrifying, and you should feel that about what a girl is. Not diminutive. Fixed. Whether you believe your lies or you actually follow this, okay? Whatever it is, whatever the truth is, what I'm offering you is just a certain knowledge. Follow it, toss it out to your detriment, to your benefit, whatever. Whatever feels right to you, whatever feels. Now, I can back this up with like the 100% evidence that we have in all the world and all creation around us, that 100% of the time, nothing is ass birthed through a man's ass, spiritual or not. 100% of the time, it comes from the girl of the species. 100%. That's backed by not humans. You can believe all the invisible stuff. By the way, you didn't consider my invisible proof, okay? I happen to know of an invisible place that exists all around us. It's invisible, you can't see it. And all throughout this invisible place is filled with invisible beings procreating with invisible girls. So, there's my proof to counter your invisible God. Not only invisible girls and invisible gods, but they have invisible super gods and invisible under super gods and invisible side super gods, invisible omnidirectionally gods, and invisible odd gods and gods, and gods with multiple personalities where they could be a god or they could be a girl